So here I am in Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, and I'm going to provide perhaps slightly delayed 1 week update as to my Greenlandic and Danish accent projects. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and hope that I'm audible enough. I think that that's essential for me. I know that usually I do hear a lot of music being blasted. I've noticed that this is a little bit of an American issue, particularly in the big cities. Obviously in rural Connecticut, where my family lives, that's going to be significantly less of an issue. And so I think one question I should deem is, like, from where did I come from, where am I going, and what should I do next? And I think that I'll go ahead and I'll do that with Greenlandic first. So what exactly have I been doing for the past week? So in accordance with the My Language Challenge, one thing I have been doing is listening for 15 minutes every single day. A lot of this has been on KNR, or as you would say, KNR in English. The Kalajinunata Radio means Greenlander Country Radio. That's how you would say Greenlandic National Radio. I believe that has existed since the 1990s or so. It's not just radio nowadays. It also has expanded into television and radio and weather reports in addition to that, but the name has stuck. So exactly what I'm doing, so 15 minutes of either that or listening to Greenlandic vloggers. I'll give you two of my favorites right now. One of them is just Sam, just S-A-M, in big videos. That's Greenlandic with English subtitles, and I find that that's fantastically useful because it really enables me to train myself to think in Greenlandic without thinking about the hugely labyrinthine and Byzantine methods of Greenlandic grammar, which are, very sadly to say, unavoidable, but I guess that's part of why I fell in love with the language to begin with. And the second one is, of course, my friend Mark Fussing-Rosbach, who is the head honcho of Furos Image, and he actually has a number of vlogs relating to how to produce videos and music. All of this is in Greenlandic, without English subtitles, but also with many hands-on demonstrations as well. And so that really does end up providing a lot of context. I believe that Sam and Mark are actually friends with each other, according to what I can piece together from both of their works. And in addition to that, I've been doing my personal memorized course of 1,500 Greenlandic words. I have memorized Pro, so I'm going to be going through that in the difficult words. And it's interesting because my mom actually had a conversation with me about my Greenlandic studies earlier, and she said, how do you say weather report? And so, to which I say sila suck. How do you say sunshine? To which I say sakminak. How do you say what is your name? And say panakatakapa. And she says, if you manage to really know all these words, what exactly is the problem with your fluency? But the fact is that words, especially in concerning something as arcane as Greenlandic, aren't the whole picture. The fact is that there are a lot of word pieces that really need to be put together. And so oka refers to a tongue, okapok, one who is tonguing, that's how you would say speaking. And then okaparo means somebody else said that he was speaking. And then I could go on like this, but chances are you probably want to hear more about my progress. So I still have yet to hear what the second micro challenge really is. And has the listening been considerably helpful? As long as there are some context clues, they're, I would say, minorly helpful, but I also really need to focus more on the active dimension as well. And that's something that I'm going to really need to hope that the next micro challenge will really be. I might have to do things relating to writing or speaking, even if that involves a script. And then, of course, let's not forget that day 30 at the end of June will be my 30-day progress video, And the 90-day progress video, which will conclude the challenge, will have to be at least 10 minutes long. Okay, I'm gonna be going back and forth on the parkway here. And so, what exactly will I be doing? I guess that I really need to write a lot more Facebook posts in Greenlandic as a result of my Facebook video having gone viral in Greenland, on track to be seen by nearly half the country. The issue is that I do have a lot of friends to whom I can really turn for feedback, and many of them may be watching this right now. Okay, so that is Greenlandic. If you have any variety of questions, definitely go ahead and let me know. If you are a Greenlandic native speaker and want to be featured in a video, also go ahead and write it down. So I hope that I don't get this video taken down as a result of any of the music that I can't control. Well. So I think I'll go ahead and I'll sit down for this one. So Danish, very interestingly. So what I'm really going to need to do there, accent training. I have a lot of the books for it, and to that end I'm going to really need to stop focusing on my listening routine, because my comprehension is overall excellent. When I was in Greenland back in 2017, when I used Danish, I only got responded to in English twice over the course of 9 days, and I was using Danish for almost all of the business interactions. And I was using either Greenlandic, Danish, or English to speak to human beings in social contexts. And so that's just simply one thing. And that was 2 years ago. I think I'm a lot better now, because Danish is not one of the languages that I ever took a break from. And I also have had continuous access to native speakers, and also thanks to covering Inuk Adventures, I've been using it for correspondence with various stuff, whether that be with CODA, which is the Music Rights Association associated with the Danish Crown, and of course not also to mention Iceland, which I was twice, in which Danish still remains a fairly popular second language choice. So according to my naive understanding, Old Norse influenced Danish, and then Danish to a significantly very small degree actually influenced Icelandic in turn, given that it was part of the Danish realm, of which Greenland and the Faroe Islands still remain. And so as to exactly what I've been doing, where I am, and where I'm going to need to get going, I have heard nothing but positive things from native speakers. I haven't heard anything as much as you have in accent. I even haven't heard that. And I've just gotten continuously good feedback. And really the only failure I could really speak of is my own self-doubt. And in addition to that, the fact that I got answered in English twice. And that was really it. Also sometimes the fact that I can't eavesdrop, but I don't really think that I should be judging that significantly well. And it was only in Greenland that I had problem with eavesdropping. Concerning Danish tourists here, I can literally understand everything they're saying on the tweet. And you'd better believe me when I say we do actually get a lot of Danish-speaking tourists here. I remember, fun fact, I got off the bus from Washington, D.C. and then took a step in New York, and then I hear a Danish teenager speaking on the phone, and I know that I'm back home again. So exactly what I really need to do. So I left all of my books in my apartment, but I'm going to really need to say things out loud with the accent, with the German language pronunciation guide. And I'm really going to need to get a lot of the sentences sounding just the way someone from Copenhagen would. Copenhagen, okay. And so I think that I'm really going to have to do a lot. I'm also at the Polyglot Gathering, I learned a lot of tips in that respect, and I'm going to be putting a lot of them into use. So obviously I still have yet to determine what the micro challenge for the upcoming My Language Challenge will be. It's going to be unveiled very shortly. I hope it's something related to active writing or speaking, and if not, then I'm probably going to have to do a lot of that. Also, yeah, I have Danish memorized course of the 500, not the 500 most common words, but 500 words for advanced learners. And so that's been really helpful because now I can transition to actively learning how to start talking about politics. And again, if you are a native Danish speaker and want to be in a video, definitely go ahead and write me a comment and we'll see what I can do. And this video has gone on too long, and I wish you a positively splendid day.